My name is Vong. I teach Asian cooking, and today I will show you how to cook 3 simple Asian dishes. First one is fried rice with chicken. You will need 2 eggs, some garlic, spring onion, sweet corn, French bean and carrot. The second dish is stir-fried beef with lemongrass and chilies. Here I have a little lemongrass and 2 chilies. The third one gonna be bok choy with garlic and some oyster sauce. So you can see all the ingredients here, and also I will show you how to use those seasoning as I'm cooking. For this beef dish, the best is sirloin beef. First, I'm gonna trim off the edge. You use your knife, a really sharp one, and cut across the grain. You can see the butcher already cut across the grain, so how to do it again for a perfect stir-fry slice of beef. You lean your knife into a 45 degree and then slightly cut it through. It's very important that you use a very sharp knife to cut it through. So the beef is done, thinly sliced, and will be ready for marinade. And here the chicken, I have 2 chicken breasts, and it's very easy to chop them. You just thinly cut across. I'm gonna chop some garlic for the beef. So this is how I do it. By smashing them like this, you can pick out the skin easily. And I love the smell of garlic. And what I do to chop them easily is use the tip of the knife and your finger hold it down like this, and then just cut them through, and then change the direction of the knife and gently press the knife. By this way you don't make the garlic jump all over the place. I'm gonna put them all in to this little bowl. Now I'm gonna use some for the beef, and also I'm gonna use some seasoning to marinate the beef. I need about 1 tablespoon of garlic, or you can add more if you like. And here's the sesame oil, which you can find easily in any supermarket. Second is fish sauce. Fish sauce basically just small fish and mostly anchovy fermented with salt. That's why it's quite salty, but it gives the meat really nice flavor. We use it a lot in Asian cooking. So here I need 2 or 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. I use 2 tablespoons this time. They're quite salty, so please don't use too much. And next one is light soy sauce. Soy sauce is just soya beans fermented with salt as well. It's quite high in protein and tasty as well. So I will use 3 tablespoons. And the last one is dark soy sauce. I want to give it a nice deep dark color, so just half tablespoon. And mix them all well together. And you will leave this in the fridge. Could be a few hours or overnight. It's up to 3 nights if you want to prepare in advance. Beautiful smell already. So mix them all well together. So I'm gonna leave this in the fridge. Here already I washed some bok choy. The way to wash them is split them apart and dip them into the water or under the tap. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna chop them into 1 or a little bit longer than 1 inch both choice. You can stir fry them, or sometimes you can put them to the soup, or just eat them raw like a salad. It's very popular in Asia, and they're quite tasty and take really short time to cook. They're crunchy, they're sweet, and they're very healthy. Next, I'm gonna chop some carrot and some other vegetable for fried rice. I have carrot here, and you can see they have different colors. Gonna make the dish look appealing. Carrot, and here green for French beans, yellow for baby sweet corn, and some spring onion for the sweet taste at the end. So with the carrot is peeled, I'm gonna slide off the bottom like this, and so that you can make them sit stably. And I'm gonna cut them a little bit thinner this way. And then I'm gonna put them back and slide them into matchstick size. The reason I do this because you can see all the rice, they have small grain, so I will try to chop the vegetable as close as that side of the rice as possible. And across again, I will chop them across. And this carrot will give the fried rice a really nice color. Next, I will chop the French bean the same size as the carrot, which I just need to cut. You can see how small they could be if you cut across. And I will show you also for a stir-fry dish with vegetable, which vegetable should go in first and which one goes in last, because they have different texture and it takes different time to cook as well. If you don't have baby sweet corn, you can use some frozen corn, which is you add into the rice at the last because they already cooked. And here I have some spring onion. I just need around 3 tablespoons. I don't need to use them all. Also thinly sliced across. And because spring onion is very soft, so I will add into the rice at the last step, just right before I finish cooking. So this is all the vegetables need to be prepared for the fried rice. And of course, 2 eggs. We go in here. Some of the chopped garlic that I just did. So there you go. You have everything ready for the fried rice. You have all the chopped vegetable. I have here also the rice. For the beef dish, you will need those lemongrass. You will find them easily in those Asian store, or sometimes you can find in Irish supermarket. And this is very popular in Asia. We use them for cooking, or we drink them as a tea as well. So I will use the softer part, here the white part, for the beef, and I will use the other part, which is the top. I chopped them apart anyway, so you can see the top part. I'm gonna smash them and cut them thinly, and I use it for tea at the end. First, I'm gonna smash, and I chop those and put them into a cup or a jar for tea. You know, lemongrass has a lot of health benefit. It helps for digestion and also for relaxation. In a lot of spa, people use lemongrass scents to calm and release stress. And also it helps a lot for high blood pressure as well. So I will leave it in the jar, and I will use it as a tea at the end. Now those white part, I've got to chop them across. They're very tough, so Please be careful and use a sharp knife and hold them tightly. It's beautiful smell. It smells a little bit like mint and lemon zest combined together. And it's slightly hot. Not really hot like chili, but it gave you that pungent flavor. It was really nice. It takes a bit of time, but because, you know, this pleasure of smelling the scents, I just love doing it. So you turn them around so that you can chop all the missing part here. They're quite tough. And also I will cut some of those chili. I just need one because they're quite spicy, quite hot. But you can use the other chilies a little bit bigger. You can buy easily in any supermarket. So as you can see, they're getting chopped really fine. And if you were here, you could smell it, the minty and just beautiful flavor of the lemongrass and chili mixing together. It smells like the sun. So I'm gonna put this into a bowl, and then I will fry them golden brown before I add in the beef, and it's gonna be beautiful. So now I'm gonna do the chicken fried rice. First, I heat up the pan, and it should be just medium or a little bit high heat if you get used to cooking stir fry. And I'm going to use some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to use some chopped garlic, here about 1 tablespoon. So just wait for the oil to heat up a little bit. And please be careful, watch out for the garlic because they get burned easily. So once you put them in, just toast and then add in the chicken. You don't wait for them to be cooked and get burned. So the oil's heat up now. I add in the garlic. And just toss them briefly. And that's cooked enough. I add in the 2 chicken breasts. It smells beautiful. And I use another spatula. This will help to toss them much easier. Or else, if you could, just use your hand and then toss them like this. And next, I'm gonna add in some chopped carrot, some baby sweet corn, and some French beans. Or else you can add in some other vegetable that you prefer, like mushroom or peppers. But it's very important to get them different colors so that the rice will taste nicer and look more appealing. I toss them up again. Mix them all well together. Now it's cooking nicely. I add in 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Mix them well together. people just stop by this step and use the whole thing like a stir fry dish. So I leave it cook for another 1 or 2 minutes to make sure that the chicken is cooked and the vegetables cooked as well. Now we have 2 eggs, and I'm gonna crack in the 2 eggs. So I crack in the egg. I make some space for the egg here. Wait for them to be cooked and then gently scramble and separate them. Or else you can do it in the separate pan. But with me, I find it much easier. So you can see this start to be cooked, and I just gently cut them apart. By this way you create this, chunk of egg. And it's cooked. So I'm now in with the meat. Leave it cook for another 1 minute to make sure they all mix on well and the flavor really mix well as well. If you like to change this dish into different flavor, you can add in a little bit of curry. Could be red curry or green curry or just normal curry. So it's cooked now. I'm gonna add in about 2.5 cups of cooked rice. Usually you leave it in the fridge so that they will get a bit drier. So by that way, when you add into the mixture of meat and later on some seasoning, they will absorb the seasoning and the moist from the meat, and the rice will be nice and really nice. If you cook them when they're still steamy hot, they will become very mushy. So I recommend not to cook steamy hot rice at all for fried rice. So you add them in. Mix them all up again. So you could see now it starts to look really colorful. Everything is cooked. So this won't take that long. About 2 minutes for the rice to be heated up. So now you can see that the rice starts to steam up. Everything is heating up nicely and mixed really nicely together. I'm going to add in some seasoning. I add in 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And please be careful, don't tip over, because that you may use a lot of them. So just use a spoon and just gently sizzle them like this. And then I need 2 tablespoons fish sauce and the same way. Just gently sprinkle them. And mix them all well together. Smells beautiful now. A pinch of sugar to balance the fish sauce. And some spring onion. And that's it, we finished. Some spring onion. As much as you like. Mix up. And that's it, we finished. So the rice cooked off now, and I'm gonna leave them one side. And I will show you how to do the presentation. You know, after all the effort you have put into your dish, presentation is very important because you know, it will show how appealing the dish is. And this is how I do with that to present rice. I arrange 3 brown into a circle to make them look like flowers, like this, at the bottom of the bowl. And then I'm gonna add up the rice on top, fill them up to the top. The reason you have to fill them up because when you turn them over, that will give no space so that the rice won't break up. The plate on top of the bowl, and just like that, upside down. Lift it up, and this is what you got, a flour fried rice plate. And 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. I'm going to take it off the heat. And I'm going to transfer into a serving plate and make a circle in the middle, so that I can put the beef with lemongrass in the middle. So you need a big serving plate so that you have enough space for the bok choy and the beef. This one, wait until they're golden brown. Here's the beef. It smells beautiful, a little bit spicy. So I've divided it into 3 patches, and this is the last one. Now I present the beef in the middle of a bok choy bed. It's beautiful. So there you go, to eat stir-fried beef with lemongrass. So here we go. It has been a great time, and thank you so much for watching me. You can follow me up on Facebook, Cooking with Fun, and thanks again.